Just a few days ago, Serena Williams shared her thoughts about possibly taking a permanent break from tennis. It got fans all over the world shocked, but it also feels like something that the tennis champion has thought of quite seriously. Well, it's true when they say nothing lasts forever. Let's dive into all the details of this heartbreaking piece of news. First up, Serena's hint at retiring in a new Vogue article. In a recent Vogue article, Williams opened up about the possibility of retirement. Not kidding, but we literally teared up reading that article. We definitely suggest checking it out to know exactly what Serena's feeling on this big decision. But despite that, we'll try our best to cover as much as possible in today's video. Anyway, it turns out the primary reason the tennis champion wants to retire is family. She's seen her daughter Olympia wishing to be a big sister for a really long time now. And how could that not move a mother's heart? We can understand what Williams must have felt whenever before bed her daughter would pray to Jehovah for a baby sister. It's a modern world, yes, but family's still everything for some of us. And that includes this 23-time Grand Slam women's singles champion. Williams' biggest lament was that she never ever wanted to choose between her family and a sport she's got so much passion for. But it's something she has to do, and as it turns out, she's trying her best to make peace with the fact that eventually she would have had to move on from tennis. It's incredibly hard to make a decision like that. We can't even imagine the internal struggles she must be facing when she had to pick between the two. What's more is that the tennis champion refuses to call it a retirement. So even though we're saying she's retiring, for Williams, it's more of an evolution. Kind of like finding a path into a different part of her life that's not all about tennis. So is the tennis champion discovering a new direction in her life? From how she talked about it, it seemed to be a pretty big transition for her. And how can it not be? She created a big legacy with her name, and that too as a black woman in sports. Leaving all that behind must be a huge deal. Serena talked about how even the thought of this right now makes her tear up, but it's exactly what she wants to do with her life. The tennis champion started her own venture capital firm a couple of years ago. Right after that, she began a family, and now she wants to grow that beautiful family. And to do that, she wants to step away from tennis. After being in the game for nearly 3 decades, it's difficult to leave it. Serena's gone through a lot of conflicting emotions while making this decision. She absolutely hates that this is what it's come to, and it's not been easy dealing with the pain of knowing she'll have to let go of this sport forever. Williams has also spoken about eventually reaching the light at the end of the tunnel when it's come to her glorious career. Now, what exactly is this light at the end of the tunnel for Williams? The light at the end of the tunnel signifies a lot of things, but for Williams here, it's a hint at freedom. She's expressed time and time again how she feels like she's moving closer to this light. That doesn't mean Williams didn't like playing. She absolutely loved playing, if that's not clear. But with so much experience under your belt, you begin to gain some clarity about the ambitions you have in life and what you want from life. And right now, the tennis player knows exactly what she wants. And not just that, but also exactly what she has to do to attain that. Williams has always known she won't be playing tennis forever, and that realization alone has allowed her to make the best of the moment she had to play this game. Every moment she was on the court, it meant something to her. She had a memorable time carving out this legacy. She truly gave it her all, and now it's time to step back and give all that to her family. Well, does that mean Williams won't be going for one more Grand Slam win? As much as all of us want Williams to win a 24th title, it looks like that's not gonna happen. Possibly never. Seeing how serious the champion has been about leaving tennis, she's really not kidding here, people. Currently, Margaret Court holds the record for the greatest number of titles held by a woman. Williams is second with her 23 wins to her name. It's no surprise that fans were hoping Williams would beat Margaret's record and earn just one more Grand Slam. After all, she's been chasing that 24th win since 2017. But with the new Vogue article and Serena's firmness in her decision, it looks like that's better left as a dream. Well, that's just how life is. At some point, you have to think realistically. Then, is the US Open going to be her final tournament? The answer to that, unfortunately, is yes. The ongoing tournament is probably the last time we're seeing Williams on the court. After that, she's going to focus on the next part of her life. The good thing is that despite her plans to leave, Williams is still in great shape. Even though the US Open's a farewell tournament for her, she's been playing pretty well. We're looking forward to more of her plays even more eagerly now. History won't forget this. Now in other related news and updates. First up, Simona Halep's grand win against Jessica Pegula. Well, Simona Halep made it to the National Bank Open final for the 4th time after defeating Jessica Pegula in the semis. This is some amazing news for Halep, considering how her biggest final before this was when she won Rome in 2020, a good 2 years ago. The great part about this epic win is that it'll allow Halep to have her name in the top 10 WTA Tour rankings when the list comes out this Monday. Halep better be celebrating her win, because it's for sure a big deal. Experts say that Halep's rank might reach number 6 if she manages to win this final at the National Bank Open. We all know Halep's not been in the top 10 for over a year, so this could be a great way to find her way back there. Next up, Beatriz Haddad-Maia making it to her first ever WTA 1000 final. Guess who else made it to the National Bank Open final? Yep, that's right. It's none other than Beatriz Haddad-Maia. What's even more exciting is that Haddad defeated last year's finalist Karolina Pliskova. The Brazilian tennis player played against Pliskova for nearly 2 hours before she earned her spot in the final game. For the first time in her career, Haddad's going to be in the top 16, and that's enough cause for celebration for this momentous victory. In a post-match conference, Haddad admitted that it wasn't as easy as it looked. She was fearing it would end up in a draw, but eventually she managed to up her game. She had to play a lot of tough moments against her Chechen opponent. Maia is going to face Halep in the final game this Sunday. They both both encountered each other before, so let's stay tuned for who emerges the winner for this tournament. And finally, Williams' upcoming match against Raducanu. Now, this is one match you definitely don't want to miss. In Cincinnati, Williams is going to face the 2021 US Open champion Emma Raducanu. On one hand, we have Williams and her long tennis career along with added benefit of more expertise because of said career. On the other hand, we have 19-year-old Emma Raducanu, who's already ranked among the top 10 WTA Tour players at her age. It's going to be one epic battle indeed, and it's definitely quite an interesting contrast as well. We have a feeling it's going to give tennis fans a lot to talk about for years to come. Raducanu's pretty fast around the court, and she's also known for how intensely she can focus when she's out there. Williams, while she had that extra advantage of having played the game for a long time, has gotten a bit slow. We're wondering how this match would turn out for the two of them, considering how plenty of younger players have defeated Williams before. But still, it's Serena Williams. The woman's been playing for almost 3 decades. She's got 23 Grand Slam titles under her belt. If there's anyone who can defeat Emma, it's gotta be her. You can see how the odds for this game are. We can't really say who's for sure gonna be the victor of this match because both players are tough. What we can say for sure is that it'll be one very intense match, and we just can't wait for it. That's a wrap for this video. Want to hear more about what's going on in the world of women's tennis? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.